Hello, my dear friends. Good evening. Namaste. Sat Shri Akal. I am the Indic storyteller Pauranika. Today, I have come back to you with a very gripping story from the life of Swami Vivekananda. My dear friends, have you heard the name of Swami Vivekananda before? Yes? No? Okay. Well, Swami Vivekananda was one of the greatest sons of India. He was a great monk, a patriot, a great orator, and one of the most influential Indians of all times. Great Indians and generations of Indians have grown up being inspired by him. People like Mahatma Gandhi, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sri Aurobindo, they have Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and even J.R.D. Tata, they have been inspired by Swamiji in some way or the other. Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 in Calcutta, what is now known as Kolkata, to parents Sri Vishwanath Datta and mother Bhuvaneshwari Devi. Swamiji was the eldest of the three sons. He had two younger brothers and he had a few elder sisters. Swamiji, when he was small, he was a very naughty boy, very naughty kid. But at the same time, he was very brave, very strong, extremely intelligent, a great athlete, and a person with a great heart. Even for a boy, such a small boy, used to feel the pain of others, the misery of others. So today, children, I will tell you a few stories from his childhood. I hope you like it. So Swamiji, when he was as I said, Swamiji was born as Narendranath Datta, but his nickname was Bile. And Bile was so naughty that his parents had to employ three ayahs, three nurses just to manage him. Swamiji's mother, before Swamiji's birth, had prayed a lot to Lord Shiva so that a son like Lord Shiva would be born to her. But when Swamiji used to be very mischievous, she would pour water on his head and say, "Look, I prayed to Shiva to be born to me as his son, as to be himself born to me as a son. Rather, he has sent some demon of his." And then Swamiji would calm down because he would always feel from his childhood that he belonged to Lord Shiva. And for some reason, he had been cursed to born on earth. And if he was more mischievous, then Lord Shiva would not accept him back in Kailasha. So that is why Swamiji would calm down. So one day when Swamiji was more than his usual, was more mischievous than usual, his mother took him upstairs, locked the door, and told him, "You stay here till you calm down. I will not let you out today." And then what happened? Swamiji, in a fit of anger, he saw a beggar begging in the street below. In a fit of anger, and out of also great love and compassion for the beggar, he started throwing all the clothes of his parents, his mothers, his fathers, whatever clothes were there, he started throwing from the window and saying, "Take it, take it, take it and go." And later when the mother found out, she was like, "Oh God, you are so naughty, you are so mischievous." This was young Naren, very mischievous, but yet very compassionate. I will tell you one more story of Swamiji's courage. As young boys, we have been many times, young children, many of us would have been always frightened by somebody saying that, "Hey, don't do this, else that will happen. Hey, don't do like that, else this ghost will come, or this demon will come and eat you up," right? Many of us have heard. But Swamiji, even as a small boy, he had extremely rational mind. He would question. He would never believe without a reason. And he himself wanted to first see whether what the person is saying is true or not. So one day, Swamiji, or we will say Bile and his friends were playing in a garden nearby. They used to play there. There were a lot of trees there, mango trees, banana trees, etc. And their favorite sport was hanging upside down from the trees, swinging from the branches and all. Now this garden belonged to an old gentleman. And this gentleman somehow felt very irritated whenever these boys would come. But he couldn't say anything because his grandson also used to play with Belay and his friends. So one day, he came to Belay and said, Belay, there's a demon in this tree. So if you children play like this here, you shouldn't do that. Because one day if the demon gets angry, they will come down and kill all of you. I can't guarantee your safety. Hearing this, all the children became very afraid. They decided they will never come back to play there. But not with Belay. He couldn't be convinced like that. Next day, he himself came and started playing there. Few days he alone played there. And after a few days, the children again asked him, Belay, how are you playing there? Didn't the ghost come down? Didn't the demon come down and do anything to you? Now Belay turned to the kids and said, you people are so foolish. How can you believe anything and everything that somebody says? Tell me, my friends, if there had indeed been a ghost or demon in the tree, wouldn't he have come down and first caught hold of old grandpa and killed him? It is then that the children understood that how courageous Belay was and how foolish they had been. So later, as the great Swami Vivekananda, Belay used to say, never believe something because somebody has said so. Never believe something just because some books say so. Test everything for yourself. Only then believe. That was the greatness of Swamiji, which he manifested even as a small boy. We will hopefully come back with more stories from the life of Swami Vivekananda and other great Indians. I am very excited to share these stories with you. I hope you also like it. Thank you. Jai Hind.